and using the courier. But what I didn't give you all, and I didn't give you all of the pieces, because a lot of people were excited about that a restaurant delivery play. And I didn't give you guys all of those pieces of that. I'm going to give you a couple other plays, but I wanted to actually sew up those pieces because one of the things that I got some questions afterwards, like, okay, well, where do I go to make the website? And what I wanted to share with you all, the reason why I brought up Claude Code is because of this. Claude Code is, and I'm trying not to go too deep, but I want you to know Claude Code is a local platform and server. And what I mean by local is you can use Claude Code without the internet because it lives on your computer. It's kind of like OpenClaw, if you've ever heard of OpenClaw. Here's why it's important. You can put that play, the whole restaurant play, you can put it in the Claude Code. It will identify the steps that you need to do. It will identify what you need to execute to make that happen, and then it'll do it. Let me say that again. Then it will do it. So it'll create the website. It'll scrape the data. It'll
Wait,
all of that.
wait. Run that back again. You said it'll. I don't think I heard him, David. I don't think I heard him, Rodney. Can you say that one more again?
Said you can put that play of the restaurant demand turning it into profit. You can say, you can put in there, okay, Claude Code, I need to identify high demand restaurants without delivery, looking for local spots with long wait times, limited access, and I need to validate the demand using reviews, Google Trends, social chatter. And then after that, I need to create a branded deliveries extension. I need to actually set up a website that has all of those menu items, mark them up 30%. Then I need to actually connect that website to a third-party courier carrier that will go pick up those items and deliver it to the client. I need to create that and a fulfillment system that is seamless. And I need to create delivery-only combos that'll generate a pickup order at the restaurant. We'll generate an open purchase order for the courier to pick up and deliver, all seamless and automated. Claude Code will take all of that information, go do it, create the website, and create all of the backlinks and the fulfillment system itself. Yeah, that part.
I just need somebody to do all of that. I like that. I like it.
Yeah. It will literally do it itself. That's why I said go study Claude Code. The rest of the world will be using Claude Code to outpace everybody else. I said this in the influx room in the AI conference. I said AI will not replace people. AI is not going to replace jobs. People that know how to use AI are going to replace people and replace those jobs. That's going to be the difference. And they're going to be highly compensated. So with that being said, I wanted to actually pull some of the pieces together of that restaurant demand turning profit. That playbook is, I wanted to get some of those pieces. I was asked, how do we create the website? You can actually go to Wix. You can go to any of these website generating. I could give you like probably at least 99 different websites that will create 99 different AI agents that can create a website for you. That's stunning graphics, the whole 9 yards. But after you create the website, you want to, before you create that website, remember, you want to go to the website of whatever restaurant that you want to actually take deliveries for. And you need to actually scrape all of their information. And what I mean by scrape is you want to take their menu items, their descriptions, you want to take that and you want to actually put that on your website. So what you would do is you would actually copy all of that information if you're doing it yourself. Now, Cloud Code can do it, but if you're doing it yourself, you want to go to that website and you want to make a PDF. You want to copy everything that's on that website as far as their menu items. You want to make a PDF, and then when you get ready, the easiest way, this is how I would describe it. What you want to do is you want to identify what you're going to use to create your website. Then you want to take that PDF, you want to put it into a large language model, be it Perplexity, Claude, Gemini, whatever you are going to do. Put that PDF in there, drop it into ChatGPT and say, look, I need you to give me, I need you to take all of this information and put it into an executable instruction that I can use for whatever platform you're going to use to create your website. That's how you do that. That's how you get what you need and you create the website the way that you want it. Now, again, I'll say if you're using OpenCloud or Cloud Code, it does it for you. But that's what you want to do. That's how you create that website. And then, not to go too deep, there was one other question they were asking me about what kind of third-party carrier do I choose? That's going to be based on where you are. I mean, it depends on what's available where you are. You could use a privately owned one. There's tons of couriers that you can use. I would suggest using a little one. I wouldn't suggest using DHL. That's probably not the direction you want to go, or Federal or UPS. I would actually find a local private, and you can share with them what you're doing. Say, hey, do you have the availability and the manpower to do this for me? Because I will actually be using you on a consistent basis, especially on nights and weekends. Is this possible? You want to make that phone call. You want to know that. And once you set up that deal, then you at that point, then you want to actually set up that plan, and you can set up the back-end infrastructure. Any questions to that? Y'all following me? Y'all tracking? Okay, good deal. Hello, Julie Logan. Hello.
Rucking and bucking.
Rucking and bucking. Rucking and bucking.
I think she saw that we was unsupervised. She saw we was unsupervised. She said, let me come save them.
Yeah, I pinged her in the room because I was scared.
You were nervous, Debbie? You were nervous? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. She said, they're unsupervised. The only children that's from the South. They're running a room by themselves. I was thinking that Mary Lynn sent her in and say, please make sure, because I heard last week's. I'm terrified. It's okay, Julie, we're behaving.
That's why I come in, because Mary Lynn's terrified. The fun times. The fun times.
Right. Well, I will tell you this. That play is one of the plays that was super, super popular. And if you weren't here last week, I did talk about the TCPA play as well. I gave you guys that. Did anybody do that? Did anybody investigate that? I'm curious. Anybody took any phone calls this week?
GA, how about I was excited, GA, and guess who it turned out to be? My student loan people. Like, dang, man. Woo. I was ready. I was ready. I was at the Wells Missionary Baptist Church because I put on my church lady voice. And I said, dog it. It's a legit one. Okay.
Yeah, that's the other part. You may be trying to avoid some calls and you may take it. But I will say this. I talked to TM today. And y'all, if you don't know, TM actually worked with Cox Communications for a long time. And I was telling him about the same play, and he said the same thing I did. Yeah, they don't want to actually go to court, so they will settle. And he actually worked in compliance for a long time. He was over compliance for a long time. And everything we shared last week about that, he was like, yeah, exactly. It's $1,500 a call. It's $1,500 per call. If you look that up, it literally is. So for those that weren't here, that didn't hear, I shared, I said I'm going to give y'all some people. People always say it's so hard to make money. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's money everywhere. And I shared that you have robocalls and companies that call you. And what I said is really simple. You sign if your number's not already on it. You sign your number up for the do not call registry. You wait 31 days. After 31 days, those spam likely calls, quit declining them. Answer them. Talk nice. Be polite. Get the actual legal business name, the actual legal business address, and the person that you talk to. You document it. And then after the call hangs up, then you actually go file. And this is not, hear me clearly, this is not something you have to file at the courthouse or anything. Just send them a notice of intent to sue. Put the statute of the TCPA in that. Send it to them. These companies have hundreds of millions of dollars stashed away because they don't want to go to court. That legal team's going to cost $10,000 just to go to court. And they know they're going to lose it anyway. They're going to try to settle with you. And when they get that intent to sue, look for that phone call of, hey, you know what? No, can we just pay you $2,500 and you go away and be quiet? Take $2,500 and you answer every one of those calls and do the same thing and repeat it. That's easy money. That requires no work whatsoever. It's not complicated. And that's what I went over last week. I do have two more for you. I'm going to steer clear of that one because that's way too much work. I did get on the phone. I did talk to a young lady about this one, and this is going to depend on where you are, how the courts work where you are. It's going to depend on, and it's county by county. I have counties here that do not allow third party reclamation. So this is something that you have to look into at a county level. It's going to be different county by county by county, but you can still find counties that third parties can still reclaim this. Some counties say, hey, I need social security card and identification. Some counties do not. So you're going to need to walk through this and find out how the counties that you live around you are different. And I'll give you this in short, and it's 7:31. I'll give you this one really quick because I want to leave Shawnte all the room that she needs. Step one is you scan the county top. My lips quit working in the middle of that sentence. Scan the county tax deeds. And probably a lot of you have heard this, but I'm gonna walk this completely out. The tax deed sales for houses sold way above the debt. I don't know if I talked about this last week, but say for instance, the tax on the house was $20,000. It sold at auction for $80,000. Well, that means between the 80 and the 40, there's $60,000. A lot of counties, like here in South Carolina, that money stays with the county for 5 years. Most people that house has been taken away from them, they don't know that money's there. That money goes back to them. The people that lost the house, they don't know that. They have no idea at all in any way, shape, or form. So literally, there's a surplus of money. They're legally required to hold it. So if what you do is you find that former owner, find that former owner, say, hey, I think the county has some money that actually goes to you. 99.999% of people have no clue such is the case. And you find that former owner, by then you've identified the money anyway. And you actually sign just a standard contract with them. Hey, I'll do all of the work to get your money. Um, and you give me 25% of that. It's a contract. They sign it, done, notarized. You go get the money and you make the 25%. You give them the rest of their money. Now, I say 25%. I've done it before. I've done it as high as 40% because baby needed some new shoes. But the fact is, they don't know that that money's coming anyway. They have no idea. And they don't have to do any of the work. All they have to do is be in the same place that you found them at. You show up with a check. They're like, yeah, I give you 40%. No, no problem. So, and it takes about 30 minutes to even file that claim with the court. So that's just a short play. It's really easy. There are tax deed sales everywhere. All you have to do is scan your county's tax deed sales. I'm going to throw it to health. And y'all guys have questions? Hey, let's holler. Talk to me. Health, are you rocking?
Woo!
Right.
Sure enough. I got a question though for you. While I pin my link, I want to know, like, with the, like you hear stuff on the internet and things like that, and people who probably don't know what they talking about, but I just wanted to at least ask. We're saying that say things like, oh, you got to be careful with putting Claude on your computer, like, because it can take your stuff and, buy things, like if you pay your bills from it, like, is this version different than that, or is there no truth to, how it is in the Southern life?
Claude is no different than ChatGPT or Perplexity. It's on the internet. You can go use that large language model. Anthropic owns Claude. Claude Code is a program unto itself. It does not need the internet to work. It's like you have Windows or you have, if you have a Mac, you have OS, that operating system, on your computer. You don't have to be connected to the internet for that to work. It lives on your computer. You see the difference? That's why I said a local operating system. It's a program that lives on your computer. It's not attached to the internet. Anthropic can't go into your computer and manipulate Claude. That's not how that works. It actually lives on your computer. They would have to actually download some kind of virus. That's why I said it's completely different. It's the equivalent of having a AI, and that's what it is. It's a program that lives on your computer that operates outside of Claude. That is the large language model. It's not that. It's a completely different system, Claude Code, and it works for you and it lives on your computer. Does that make sense?
Makes total sense. Thank you so much, GA. Listen, we doing that WWE. Well, back in the day it was WWF, before that NWA. But listen, that Royal Rumble where you got the tag team, he just tagging me in, and then my brother gonna be coming back to close us out. So I need y'all, if you got your questions ready for him, listen, I ain't gonna be before you long, but I'm trying to, why this left sinus is working. Hey, I'm trying to get on the good foot, GA. Listen. Oh my gosh, y'all know we don't know how to act. Listen, y'all, I got something. Listen, you talking about the Wonder Twins. Y'all ain't heard this before, and I actually planned earlier if I wasn't locked up with this Decepticon sinus problem. Why we got all this pollen down here in South Florida is beyond me. But I want to talk to you all about calm strength in motion, like something that you can add to your ruck routine that can really truly set things on a whole nother stratosphere for you. And what am I talking about? Oh, I'm glad you asked. This is where rucking, and there's a nutrient called L-theanine. You guys have heard me talk about medicinal mushrooms, and I love, I'm obsessed with the Four Sigmatic company. And one of the things that I love about the Lion's Mane blend is because it has L-theanine. Y'all said, what? L who? Listen, you don't always need something complicated. You do not need some big fancy supplement stack. You don't need this 3, 4 hour, 5 hour workout routine. You listen, you can get you a backpack. Listen, I'm telling you, you can get you a backpack, you can put some water bottles in it, you can put some canned goods in it if you got to, or you can buy a proper rucksack, or you could just get the weighted vest so that you can evenly distribute the weight. Listen, and you can add that to your daily routines. You can add that to a walk, and you are going to. That is like that matching funds, like with the 401k plans, GA. You know how like companies, but here's the good thing about Ruckin. See, you ain't even gonna get no max out. You know how they say that you max out as far as the contributions go with the matching funds, with the dollar for dollar. Yeah. Ain't no see the Lord done set this up to where we ain't got no max out. You feel me? That's the good news. Listen, this is something that is right for your mind. Here's where I want you to go with this. And see, the Lord wanted me to take my time with it. That's why He made sure that my sinus pressure had me locked up so that I can take my time and work y'all on through this. So listen, one trains our body under a healthy load, and guess what? The other one helps steady the mind under our daily road. You watch out there now. Y'all see how I did that? Y'all see what I did there? Okay. Now that's a winning combo, right? So here's the thing. I need you to think about this. What is rucking? For those of you who've not come in and you haven't heard me in GA, so we're on part 4. Rucking is simply walking with weight. And I need you, if you want, I'm gonna review the benefits again. This is something that will help build endurance. This is something that's gonna strengthen your legs. It's gonna strengthen your core. It's gonna support your posture. This is gonna improve your cardiovascular health. I cannot begin to help you guys. So I went to go and see my cardiologist today. GA, like I'm telling you, given the size that I am, like they're always dumbfounded at the numbers and how low my cholesterol and the LDL. He's just like, I said, Doc, come on now. Stop trying me. I told you, you know what this is. You know who I work with. I'm just saying, GA. I'm just saying. Holla at your girl. But I was like, no, I take this stuff seriously. I said, listen, I know what it is. I need to do them push away. It's that Krispy Kreme red light devil that be getting me. You get me? I'm just, whew. Listen, I understand that Trace Leches and the Dulce de Leche ice cream that I ain't got no business doing. You feel me? So I said, Doc, so I do a whole lot right. I said, but around 4 o'clock is where I do my damage. I said, so I'm gonna go on ahead and tell the truth and shame the devil. But one thing that was very clear to me when I went to Creative Con, y'all, I took a picture with Dr. Tangi. GA, listen, when I saw that picture and you couldn't even see Dr. Tangi from around me, I said, oh, the devil is a lie. Thanks to Julie and Dr. Tangi, I done dropped 17 pounds so far, y'all. Since Creative Con, I wasn't playing. Listen, GA, I promise you, my right hand to God, I promise you. I am so promise you, literally. I'm like, I was so tiny. So imagine me, Julie, standing next to her. When I looked at that, I said, Hoppo, who that? Who this? But I needed to see that because GA, you know what I did? I went right on. Yes,
I threw everything over my plate because I was embarrassed about all the food I had on my plate.
I'm telling you. Here was the good thing about that for me, Julie. I immediately went back. I went to my storage unit, GA, and I pulled out my rucksack. And so think about it. There are things that we've done in our lives that we know works, and then think about it. Sometimes we'll just stop doing it. And I noticed, like for me, when I had my accident, y'all, and when you're talking about a double knee injury, being in a wheelchair, being on crutches, GA, it really set me back. And when you put on that much weight as a result, because I didn't push away from the donuts, even though my activity level had done went from 120 to zero, I still kept eating at that same level. So of course you're gonna pack on the pounds. But I stopped rucking. I stopped rucking, and I was like, when I got back, I was like, why did I ever stop this when I know how effective this is? And I was like, yo, I'm just gonna start back with that for one, because that's going to help me like on so many different levels. So this is something that it's a work in progress, y'all. Like when I tell you this is going to help you achieve whatever your goals are faster. So here's what happens with our bones, GA, and I really hope people will catch hold to this. When it comes down to being able to walk with weight, even if you got to start with 5 pounds, there are companies that sell them at 4 pounds. But what will happen? You have something in your bones. So you have osteoclast and you have osteoblast. So the blast, listen, we want them to definitely keep building. You know what I'm saying? We want to build. But see, the osteoclast gonna start clapping on you and thinking that, oh, well, GA don't need this much bone. We finna start, we gonna get spongy now. And this is where people start to get frail and the dog jump up on them and they hit the ground and break their hip and die. So this is, you don't have to get osteoporosis. But what you end up doing is you send the message to your body because it's always taking, signals and cues like, I, GA ain't used this. Listen, we sitting around here. We don't need this much bone mass. We don't need to have this level of density. So we finna make it clap, and then so the osteoclast gonna get to work and start breaking down the bone. So I definitely wanted to make this thing super plain and clear to you guys. But here's also something. Here's where the twofer comes in when it comes down to your cardiovascular health. See, a lot of people don't realize you got to give calcium somewhere to go. And so don't you think your bones need the calcium? Why would you want that calcium to calcify in your arteries and make your heart have to live? Your heart is a muscle. It don't need to be pumping that hard. Think of it like bench pressing. So this is where your pressure starts to come in. That calcium is needed in your bones. I'm gonna say it again. That calcium is needed in your bones. Do you guys see how what a symphony your body is? So imagine just putting on something like a weight vest can help you get the calcium flowing out of these arteries and into the hands of your osteoblasts, so the osteoblasts are being fed like, hey, okay, yeah, we gonna make strong bone, instead of having the osteoclast telling the brain like, hey, yo, GA don't need this, Julie don't need this, Valerie don't need it, Rodney don't want it, so it's time to break it down. Guess what? The same thing happens with your muscles. And you can do something as simple as, while you're sitting on your Zoom calls or you're sitting at your desk on your computer, you can put on your rucksack. While you're going to the grocery store, you can put on your rucksack. I've already like gotten to the max of the one that I had, and now I had to order another one so that I can go up in weight, GA. And literally, this is just from Creative Cotton, was just like the 20 something towards the end of February. So it's not like it's been a long time, but because I wear it with my day-to-day chores and my tasks, and I definitely wear it during my walks as well. But I'm saying like this is something where when I tell you you can have you get multiple benefits, y'all, multiple benefits. But here's what I love about L-theanine. We're talking about, you have something called GABA. So those of you who get anxious or if you ever feel tired and wired, L-theanine can help calm that down because it can go past the blood brain barrier. Sorry, blood brain barrier. I always get tongue tied with that. So I call it's that clean energy. So this will modulate your stress levels while giving you clean, focused energy. Like you just feel ready to for the day. You just feel ready for the task. So, and not only that, you don't have a crash, like your sleep quality. will literally improve. Now, I can't speak for other companies. I'm just telling you of the one that I utilize and have been using for years, which is Four Sigmatic. I'm telling you, I know that we can get a lot of these things from food. So imagine if you are willing to do the green tea or the mushroom elixirs that have the L-theanine, and they even sell like the capsules for those who like to pop pills. But imagine being able to get something natural like that, which is amino acid, and we need it, that comes from green tea leaves, literally. So you can get this also by steeping like 4 green tea bags. So you don't have to go break the bank and go find something, some fancy concoction somewhere that someone's made. But I'm telling you, adding this element to the ruck, I'm telling you, builds that mental grit. I cannot tell you. Listen, Maria Lynn, she literally raves about the Four Sigmatic lion's mane. And I never even told her about the fact that the L-theanine is in there. But like it really truly is that game changer. You can start, listen, rucking light, you can go short, you can, grow to a gradual length to it. But what you'll find is a lot of people you'll feel stronger faster because here's what happens. Your body in 48 seconds roughly, it starts to build more capillaries. And so the capillaries delivers the nutrients faster to your muscles. You notice like after you do something for a while, it seems like it gets easier. No, it's just that your body, if you've done it like at least 21 days for most people, for some people it's shorter, it can be as short as 13 days, your body will leave that scaffolding up, which means so it feels easier. It's just that you have actual more, from an organ level support for that motion. So what do you think happens when you do something like rucking? So that is why you see, and literally I felt a difference in within 2 weeks, as far as like I knew I was going to need to push up in the weight, because my body had gotten used to it because I was rucking everywhere. Like I have that rucksack on at least 4 to 5 hours a day. And I'm not saying you got to start there, but imagine having that along with 3 times a week. I'm doing the lion's mane L-theanine mix. So I have that calm clarity. So like I'm not wired and tired. Do you get what I'm saying? Like I have that calm concentration. I have stress support. I have the focus. So I just want, you guys to really consider and look into checking out like an L-theanine mix for yourself, because this is something that is going to help support your mind. This is something that is going to help you move better. So, and it's something that is going to give you the energy without spiking your cortisol, but also not giving you those jitters because how it modulates in the brain, specifically a neurotransmitter called GABA. Like, GABA, 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 GABA. So people who have like anxiety and who are like anxious or they start feeling jittery, listen, just know this: GABA is giving you the business. And so L-theanine is something that can help you modulate that. And it's something that's natural. And again, you can just get it by steeping green tea. Seriously. So I just wanted to make sure that I help you understand like how well these two work together. So rucking trains our body and L-theanine supports our mind. So we get that calm energy. You get better consistency. So you ain't got to look at a picture like I did when I saw myself next to Dr. Tangi and I was like, oh, I can't even see her. Hoppo, who this? This- Listen, I had to tell the truth and shame the devil. I was like, oh no, ma'am, no, sir, can't do this here. We've been tripping. Listen, I ain't finna let that Trace Leches take me out. I'm not letting Krispy Kreme take me out. I got too much life to live, right? But listen, this is functional like fitness and movement medicine, like for real life. Like, so you're also getting that stress relief from two angles because rucking is going to help you with that cortisol, but also the L-theanine is going to help you. So it's like, listen, that's the Thunder Twins right there. So I need you to consider rucking as your movement medicine. Rucking is your movement medicine. So listen, if you, Mhm, mhm, mhm.
I'm trying to explain it to you. Oh, if I could put my hands around cortisol's neck, can't do it. That's why and I'm gonna make you laugh. How I'm a man, and you know what men do. You know, I'm gonna go get a vest. I'm looking at the vest at Dick's Sports. I'm like, yeah, okay, they got the 5 to 10 and the 20. I tried a couple on. I'm like, well, I can do the 20. What? This ain't even nothing. This is nothing. What the 20? What? Sir, you looking at the weight vest? Have you done this before? No, no, ma'am, I haven't. No. Well, it's a good entry point to start with, like a 5 or a 10 pound. What you trying to say? You see my shoulders? I'm U.S. Army. I'm a vet. You think I can't do this 20? What you trying to say, lady? Lady? What you trying to say? This 20 is 20 on sale. Just tell me it's 20. Can you scan the 20? Can you scan the 20? Well, the 10 and the 20 it's a couple of dollars different. I mean, the 10 is a great place to start. I don't need to start, lady. Give me the 20. Ring it up. Ring it up. Just ring it up. Put it on card. Put it on card. Shawnte, let me tell you something. I got about halfway around with that walk with that 20-pound vest on. I'm like, excuse me, Dick Sports, do y'all still have some 10s left on the rack?
I was trying to hit the mic. Oh my God, GA. Listen, I know. You know how many people, how many clients call me the same way. I know. And what do you think? It's always the fellas. Like the women will listen to the recommendation, Rodney and GA.
It's always going to be.
Always the fellas. Oh, 100%. And that's why I always check up behind. I'll be like, hey, what you bought? What you but wait, I was no, that ain't what I told you. Listen, you can get the ones. I'm like, I told them like get the ones where you can add weight to it. Like, don't start there. Like, hey, don't start there. Give your body time because you're gonna get more benefits, out of it. That is too funny.
Y'all got a 25. 25. Where's 25 at? Sir, we don't have any 25. Well, you know what? You had a 50. Because I don't know what you thought was going on over here. Like you had an option. Good grief. You've been in the military, brother. Man, it was 1997. You know what? I was reminded quickly, Rodney. Quickly. Yeah, I got out in 91. So, I got a 15, though.
Thank you, Rodney. Thank you.
No. Ego. Write a check that my behind couldn't cash. My Jules looking at me like, hey, partner, you slowing down. What you all right? Do I need to go call Larry and go get you some?
Oh God.
You're concerned, y'all.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Wait to know, would you recommend a weight vest?
I would recommend a weighted vest, and for this reason, like there's, of course, the medical community is, split on this because some say, oh, the sack will straighten your posture, but most people, when they start to increase the weight, and with a lot of the military guys, and I'm like, hey, if y'all want to keep coming and giving me your money, no problem. But if you notice, they start to hunch over, and I'm like, no, like the weighted vest allows you to evenly distribute the weight more, and you can be mindful and have your posture. Like I am more erect. Like a backpack, one, just the way that the sack hits in the with the shoulders, like it's the weight balance is slightly different. Now, I'm not saying that no one should do, either or, but considering that I have a knee injury that I have been, rehabbing because I had re-injured it in 2024. So I'm just saying, like, for me, I can't play around with a sack because I know I won't be able to stick to that. On top of I noticed like with women, it's a lot harder because of how the straps are and all of that. So most people have more success. And for me, I look at the data. And when I look at the sports medicine journals and the peer reviewed studies, I see better results with the weighted vest and the fact that you can go up in a more systemic type of weight, and it's evenly distributed. So your 50 pounds is not 50 pounds on your back, but it's, you get what I'm saying? Like when you're doing a backpack, just the mechanics of it versus the weighted vest, that's 50 pounds like diverted, and it's going from the front as well as the back. So it's not just weight on one side, of the body. Like you're able, like they've even shown, the studies have shown, like just the bone density increase faster with the, which is what you want, with the weighted vest. So for me, I'm always going to go the way of recommending people do the weighted vest because I just think you'll get better results, health wise. And I think it's just more controlled, evenly distributed weight. That's just my personal opinion. However, there's, debates on that.
I was looking at getting one, and I was just wondering. So I'm gonna continue with my intuition and go with the wager fest.
Yes, man. Yes, ma'am. I can tell you men tend to like, they're okay with the rucksack, but every woman that I've ever like taken on as a client, and when I tell you, Debbie, they've tried the right, they were like, oh my God, that I wish I wouldn't have tried that. Like it just it you think about your bra straps on top of everything else, like they are just like, oh my, it starts to feel like something is burning, like it's tough. It can be really tough, and so women will give up. And so I'll get that call a couple of weeks later, GA, and they'll be like, what weight vest did you recommend? Because it's right. I was like, hey, I've only just been a woman my whole life, and I'm just saying, and especially for someone who's a little bit busty, like I don't know about them, but GA, I like the fact that I have that evenly distributed weight because, I don't need, I already got a little bit of back pain just from the size I'm working with. You feel me? Like, I ain't trying to add to it. Like, so I really love the vest. But I want to close out with this, you guys. I really want you to think about starting safely. And if you want a basic ruck plan, listen, reach out to me and I can send you an easy little cheat sheet to get started. I am doing You Back on Track, Shut Them Spasms Down, and I will be talking about this and then some. A lot of people are letting pain stop them, and I specialize in helping you get rid of that pain. Listen, so that'll be this Saturday, and have some great specials. So if you guys want to tap in, and you'd like to have some one-on-one, there's opportunities within that. So you can click that link. I also put my link in the chat. But I really want you guys to just to get started, even if it's just a backpack with 5 to 10 pounds and walking 15 to 20 minutes, or wearing it around your house, and keep your posture tall and make sure your shoulders are relaxed, and then increase, slowly over time. And then when it comes down to the L-theanine basics, I want you to follow like the actual like label directions if you're gonna go like a traditional supplement route versus the tea. And many people, I just want to say, like they like to use this, they like the results that they get from work. Like, they like this when they're studying. And what I found with my athletes, GA, is that they feel like they can actually like catch the plays, like they can study the playbook better having the L-theanine. And they're just like, Doc, I wish you would have told me. I was like, why you keep calling me Doc? I ain't no doctor. Like, Doc, I should have been taking this, man. Like, but it really truly can help you in stressful moments. And when you're trying to, capture all these different plays and stuff, it can add a lot of stress. And some of you, I don't know, maybe you're in the financial industry, or maybe you have a high stress job where you help people troubleshoot things, or maybe you're a first responder. I'm a first responder in the sports industry. So like those can be stressful moments. And if you want something that can help you modulate that, I highly, highly recommend that you look into something like L-theanine. And also, if you have sleep latency problems, like I really love the fact, that's why I ain't got no problems falling asleep, GA. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So I'm telling you, Listen, slow and steady really truly wins the race, and smart beats extreme every single time. And I'm telling you, L-theanine and rucking mixed together is really truly that smart thing to do. Dr. King said the time is always right to do what's right. And I'm telling you, your health is what's right. Rucking is what's right for you. Start where you are. You don't need to overhaul your whole life this week. Listen, start with one walk, add one healthy challenge, support your focus, build your strength. And listen, I need you to calm your mind and make your day stronger. Ruck your body, steady your mind, and keep moving forward. Woo! Over to you, GA.
What we said. I give a lot of plays, and the nail on the head is start somewhere and start reasonably. I tell you don't have to do all of these plays at one time. Pick one, study it, investigate it, see which direction you want to go. And it's just like anything else. Nobody made $1 million overnight. Nobody made $1,000. Well, okay. Nobody made $100,000 overnight. It's small changes. It's the same way that Shawnte is talking about rucking. Start somewhere. Go buy the vest. Start a little at a time and build it up. It's the same way with finance. Health is wealth, wealth is health. You have to start somewhere. Start small. Start working a little bit at a time. Educate yourself. Move throughout the processes. Pick one that you're going to do and actually do it. Be consistent in your studying. I tell people all the time, I've been in this game for over 2 decades. I still read 3 books a month at the same time. I am constantly moving, constantly reading, constantly learning. Like I mentioned to y'all before, for the next 6 months, you're going to hear me say in every other conversation, clog code for some odd reason, because that's my jam right now. I'm going to learn this thing like I'm 16 years old, and I'm going to make it mine. I'm going to be ahead of the curve. For a long time in my life, I always wanted to find out what was the next big thing. I wanted to be on the curve, on the edge of cutting. I'm done with that. I'm trying to be ahead of the edge of the cutting edge. I'm trying to be ahead of it. I'm trying to see it coming. As my grandfather used to say, once you see it on TV, it's too late. The opportunity is gone. That's why wealthy people don't watch the news. Y'all can write this down. Wealthy people don't watch the news. Wealthy people make the news. Mm-hmm. Yep. They don't watch it. They make it. They see the opportunity as the opportunity is being born, not after the opportunity is obvious. And it's the same thing about your health. You don't want to try to start rucking after they diagnose you with something. Do it now. Take care of your body now. Now is the time. Now your levels are manageable. That's right. That's why I'm saying, y'all. I'm telling you now, y'all. I'm gonna be a problem in these streets at 60. It's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna be a whole problem. I already got the bumper sticker: silver, sexy, sanctified, salacious, and stinking wealthy. I'm gonna be a problem out here. I'm gonna have a 6-pack and one on layaway. Watch.
GA. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Doing that. So we can live the best of our lives for the rest of our lives if we sacrifice what is needed to be sacrificed to get there now. That's what it is. I'm so proud of you, Elsie. You said you lost 17 pounds. I'm 18 pounds down.
Woo-wee.
It's about to come off.
Wait, y'all, is there a challenge happening or?
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
No, I ain't got no business wearing no skinny jeans, but watch and see if I can't fit them. Play with me if you want to. You catch yourself burned. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, G, I'm trying to get ready for my 50th in Vegas, and I want to see y'all there. All y'all invited. We having a spades party, and I need to look right for that Michael Jackson show. You feel me? You feel me? That's what I'm. That's what I'm talking about. October 8th through the 10th, baby. October 8th through the 10th. G, Amy, you need to pin your link. You need to pin your link. But I do. Okay. But I wanted you to circle back to the Claude piece because I really I want people to get what you're saying, and then also like to understand the difference between that the one that doesn't require the internet, because maybe some people join late, or I really want them to know like how, so we can get, and I also want to write down the right name like of it. So you're saying it operates like an agent, right? Like on your behalf, like it can actually perform the stuff for you. Woo, woo.
It will execute that on your behalf. Now, here's the thing, it depends on what kind of system you have. That's why I encourage you to go study, go watch videos, go actually find things on the internet to read about it. There's millions of installation videos of how you can actually load it onto your laptop or on your PC, and it operates in your system. Like one of the things that TM has done, I was talking to him earlier today. Oh, look, he in the room. See, I was talking about you, TM. He bought a Raspberry, which is it's not directly on his laptop, but he's using OpenClaw, and he put it on a Raspberry, which is a separate piece of equipment, so it lives on that. So it's not necessarily on his laptop. What I'm trying to make the delineation understand that when you use a large language model, Anthropic owns Claude out there. You've got OpenAI that owns ChatGPT. They own it. They have the servers. When you get on the internet to use it, you're using their version. Now, if you download the app, you're using their version. They have access to that. When you download it for yourself, whether it's on a module, whether it's on your laptop, whether it's on your PC, whether it's on an attached server, anything of that nature, it is yours. Completely, it's yours. And it's just like anything else. You can train it to execute by the access that you give it. So if I give it the access codes, the API keys, and I know I'm throwing out phrases, but the API keys is the access to whatever it is. So if I get the Facebook API key, it can actually make changes on Facebook and post on my behalf. I can just say, hey, create a post about XYZ, post it 10 times a day for the next 6 months. It'll create that on a schedule and post it to Facebook because I gave it the API key for Facebook or Instagram or whatever, or my blog. It'll actually post it that way. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It will execute it as opposed to giving you the instructions of what to do. Then you have to go do it. It's a game changer. I talked to a gentleman. He has Cloud Code running 24 hours a day. Now, I don't know how to do what he did, but I know it's possible because he did it. He's actually attached Claude Code to his Apple reminders. So when he's out and about, he speaks a reminder on his phone. He has actually written Claude Code to scrape his reminders every 15 minutes. So it will pull his Apple reminders, whatever instructions he's given, Claude Code, when he's not even near his PC, turns on and executes that instruction without him doing a thing. I just want to call out, good evening, everybody. I just want to call out, if you're not familiar with these tools, I just want to caution you all with downloading any kind of language model to your laptop that you use every day. I would not recommend it. If you are not savvy, okay, you want to make sure that you are working with somebody who understands understand, specifically when you start talking about running code, right? Because I get all kind of squirmy when I start thinking about AI, code, right? Things that I don't understand, can't control, and it having access to my personal information. People don't talk about it enough because it's so new, y'all. All of this stuff is so new. We're learning. But understand, cybersecurity is a real thing. And when you give AI access, you are opening up yourself, right? To be very, very vulnerable when you aren't sure, when you don't know, right, that you're not opening up settings and not enabling settings, or you maybe have disabled something just by accident, right? Opening up firewalls. If you don't have like these kind of protections in place when you're talking about these kind of tools, once you give AI access, you can't take it back. Once it has access to your like desktop, laptop, right? You can't take it back. So just caution when you are tiptoeing around in new territory that you're not familiar with, because it's very exciting. It's very exciting, but I think it is. It also has us all very vulnerable. And I so appreciate you saying that, TM, because most people know that I'm in finance. I have a laptop that's strictly for my business and my clients because I have a lot of protected information. That is never attached to the internet ever. So if you're in an industry like myself, I have very, very sensitive information that I have to maintain according to SEC laws and other laws. That is never going to be attached to the internet. And then I have a personal PC. And what you said, that's why I'm telling you guys to go study it, go learn it, go find out about it. And do your due diligence. I like what TM did with his. He's not using Claude Code, he's using OpenClaw, but he bought a separate entity, a separate module that he can actually connect and use, but it lives somewhere off of his laptop. And GA, let me tell you why. Because as a service provider and as someone who handles very sensitive, confidential client information, it's not just my own personal information. I have a responsibility. And if you are a business owner holding customer information, you too have a responsibility to protect information. And so we don't think about these new tools and software because it's exciting, but we still will be held liable, yes, if we give AI access and somehow our customers' information is now compromised. These aren't the things that you're hearing people talk about. Why? Because we haven't been using it long enough. But let me tell you, people are being compromised. There's a reason why, TM, there's a division of the Pimpleton Agency that we offer all of our business owners cybersecurity insurance. There's a reason why we offer it. We gonna need it because it's a thing. You need it. It's something that we offer. It's a service that we offer. It's purchased, but that's what we offer, and everyone can purchase that. There's several different plans that you can purchase, but I bring that up because it is needed. I have it. I have cybersecurity insurance on all of my businesses, even though I have a dedicated laptop for that. Still, let's just say I get somewhere and that laptop automatically connects to a public server or something, or I'm at Starbucks or something like that. You see what I'm saying? It only takes a second. So that's why I caution people: go read, go study. I will be studying for the next 6 to 8 months about every intricacy about this. Is it fantastic? It's incredible. But guess what? I got to learn everything about it. You know, just like my friend that bought the Lamborghini and then he didn't realize that his oil changes was going to be $680 on oil change. And he hurried up and took the car. He didn't do his due diligence. You know, that's the thing. You got to go study about it. But when you hear about things, go do your due diligence. And I say the same thing. You guys hear me say that about investments all the time. If you don't know, contact your investment advisor and contact somebody that's in the business and they actually have a client relationship with you. That's in, study those things. The plays that I gave y'all last week, the plays that I gave y'all this week, go do the due diligence. I told you guys about the tax deed sale. Go, what's the first thing I said? Go find out how your county operates and what those logistics are and what their rules and regulations are. And that's about anything. That is a wise business owner. That's what you need to do. I say it all the time. If I had done my due diligence, I would have been married one time and still married. I didn't do my due. We're not talking about that today. I'm sorry. I'm mixing up the rooms. Shawnte, I'm sorry. But
That's what happens when we unsupervise, y'all.
supervision, I apologize. But that is the case, guys. You owe yourself to do the work. You owe yourself to do the work. Because the work denotes the level of excellence that you'll get from your output. You know, if I had bought that 20, if I had bought that vest, Shawnte, and it was still sitting in the corner and I didn't put it on, guess what? That vest would still smell new, and I'd still be at the weight that I was at. But you know what? And I'm gonna tell you something. I've never said this to TM. Let me tell you what. Shawnte, you was talking about taking that picture with Dr. Tangi. Ooh, let me tell you what. I looked at those pictures from TM's event. All I changed.
Hey, that's funny, bro. Like that's crazy because I didn't think that at all. Like that's wild. That's wild.
I was like, man, like that could button his jacket if he wanted to. Because Jesus was coming.
Hell, bro.
So, but I had to go do what I needed to do. And it's the work that you put in that dictates the output that you get out. And I think more than anything, you don't need what Shawnte said. Start with a simple thing. Start a little bit. Please don't go to Dick's and do what I did and let your ego make you end up with a 20-pound weight vest when you need to start with 5 pounds. Don't do that. But do something. And be consistent. Shawnte, you got it.
I appreciate you, brother. Hey, y'all, the floor is open. I'm telling you, it took that picture. Listen, I was like, Sophia, Hoppo, who this woman? Listen, you couldn't even see Dr. Tangi behind me, TM. I was like, nope, got to go get this rucksack soon as I get back to Miami. I was not playing. I promise you. So, y'all, we have really thoroughly enjoyed. Can you believe they let us be here unsupervised? If y'all have any questions, like GA has given us so much. This is part 4. I will not be here next week, Monday. It's my grandma's birthday, and I will be doing a master class at this time from 5 to 7 online. So, but we will be back the following week. at 7 o'clock Eastern. So the floor is open. I mean, GA has given us so much, from the telemarketer calls to, the do not disturb list. I mean, and the tax liens. Like, you guys, we've been given a lot. So if you got questions, now is the time to get them answered. Floor is open.
I got a question. Jay, you said that TM put his Claude or whatever on a Raspberry. I'm assuming that's a computer, type of computer I may not know about. Is that correct?
It's a server. Yeah. Yeah, but it's a server.
It's a server.
It's called Raspberry Pi. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a server, and GM's right here. We talked about that earlier. Yeah, it's a Raspberry Pi. Doctor, I don't know whether you got a question or you just actually accidentally got off mic, but you're on mic, sir. Rodney, yeah, it's a server, and that's what I would suggest. If you can do that, do that. Do that while you're learning about it. That is so important. Yeah, you can download it onto a server that's not attached to what you're using. That way, if there's any problems, you're not actually trying to unravel, a whole chain of mess. I think it's incredible.
Yeah, like that's one of the things I think about, like, is HIPAA, like with me, GA. So like that's always been my, question mark with downloading certain things, right? So I'm glad that you guys, clarified that there are some, some options to, while you're learning about this stuff. And again, this is, hey, we are not entering a client or patient relationship. Everything that has been discussed is for educational purposes only. So, but again, you guys can get your questions answered. Like I said, we've covered a lot in these four sections, and I'm really, some people may have missed what you were talking about with calling, like, DHL, and the opportunity of, being able to, start, some businesses, specifically towards the restaurants that are not into the delivery space yet. So, I didn't know if you wanted to give us a quick recap, just in case anybody had any questions, on that.
Really quick, I was revisiting what we talked about with the play that I gave you guys about restaurants that don't have delivery. They don't use DoorDash or Uber Eats or those kinds of places. They don't use those types of places. And I was talking about how you would actually set that up. And the play is really simple. I think if you weren't here, the play was really simple. Find a local cult favorite restaurant that doesn't use the DoorDash and stuff like that, and use AI to script their entire menu and branding. You don't want to copy it because it's probably copyrighted, but I use the example of, if it's Hall's Chop House, you may want to call it Paul's Chop House, but you put that website up, and you can use AI. You can actually copy and scrape their menu, and you can put a website up, mark up those prices by 30%, get a local private courier service. You want to make that call and say, hey, this is what I want to use you for. Can you actually pick up and deliver it? Can you pick up and deliver on nights and weekends? Because that's generally when people want delivery in that sense. And find out and get a contract with them, see how much it will cost, make sure your prices compensate for that, and you make a profit. And you actually create the backlinks so that when somebody comes to your site, they order, it automatically generates a pickup order at that restaurant. It generates a PO or order at the courier service. They go pick it up, deliver it to your client, and you actually make the money. You can use any of those payment systems that are available. You can use Stripe or whatever. That's your choice. But that's not complicated to do, and you can use AI to actually help you pull that together. Anybody have any questions about that? Because I know everybody, if nothing else, if it makes sense, everybody got a Chinese restaurant that just refuses to deliver. Everybody has one near them that just does not deliver. You can't DoorDash it. You can't Uber Eats it. They just refuse to deliver. And an easy way to do that is the first step that you want to do in that is find a restaurant that has a lot of people. Every time you go there, there's a lot of people standing around to pick up orders. That's where, and I don't want to skip past that because the wise business owner actually walks into a place and their order took super, super long. They don't get irritated. They see opportunity. Please don't miss that. If you are uncomfortable by service you get somewhere or something that happens that makes life difficult, understand you're not the only person to actually be uncomfortable. The wise business owner does not get frustrated. They see opportunity every time. The people that are wealthy are the people that solve problems. That's the difference. And if you walk through life with that perspective, you see opportunity everywhere. When people come to me, let me tell you what, today I was at such and such a place, and man, this just got on my nerves. This is so irritating. It happens every time I go down there. Well, tell me more about it. The smart business owner says, tell me more about it, because they are telling you a problem that they don't have themselves, and it could be a business opportunity for you to fill a need that is underserved. Those are the people that actually achieve wealth quicker, efficiently, and consistently. Change your mindset.
Oh my gosh, GA, you know what's so funny when you say that? I immediately thought back to when I first started out and I was expanding. And in Miami, there's this place called Bayside Marketplace. And it gets really crowded like around certain holidays. And I noticed 4th of July, like people's, like they would be tired from all the walking and all of that. And so their feet were hurting and their back was hurting. And so I was talking to some of my therapists that I had, contracted with me and some of my trainers as well. And I was like, yo, I think we can run up a bag if we set up on certain like holidays and like 4th of July. Like I was just looking, I was observing. Like I love to people watch. And GA, when I tell you booking them 3-day events, like it turned into so much more business. But it's like instead of just being upset at how crowded it was and there was nobody out there doing anything, I was like, man, I got all of these foot massage machines. I got these Theraguns, like we got these portable chairs and I was like, yo, like we can really like we can do some damage out here. And it worked. It worked, but that's having my eye, and I just rinsed and repeat. I started doing that at different festivals, things like that. I just thought outside of the traditional training room. So I love what you're saying, brother. Spot on.
I'm talking to you. Absolutely. It is the secret to building sustainable income streams. And the goal should be building sustainable income streams and then automating them to the point where you don't have to actually touch it for it to work. It's that simple. That's the play. It's always been the play. It is forever the play. Automating it or putting the right people in place so that you don't have to touch it and it continues to grow in profitability. It is always the play. Always the play. So that's a mindset shift. That's more Darren's and TM's area of arena. But yeah, that's always the play. It's how you see things, is how you choose to deliver the
how you choose to execute the deliverables all the time. It, the restaurant play that I talked about, I did get some notes. Hey, hell, I did get some texts. I got some emails. I got some phone calls about people that made that happen last week. When I shared it, they started digging. There's some people that made some plays that were in this room. They executed the plan. I'm looking to see some results. They started digging into it. I got some people that were in here last week that sent out some notices with intent to sue. They didn't pick up the student loan call like you did, but
Listen, TM, I was ready and excited. I told G, I said, man, I thought I had a lawsuit ready. And here we go. It's the darn student loan people. I said, and ah,
Hey, GA,
yes, ma'am.
you just said about a businessman figuring out something that needed to be taken care of. I got thinking, could you build something that makes it so that you can come off mic without touching it? Like telling it to on mic?
clap on, clap off.
Or close the mic when you don't know that you come off mic.
Yes, right. Because I feel like, you know how many times I've been away from my phone and I like somebody saying my name and I was like, where the hell's my phone? Oh no. And I have my earpiece in and I could be like tap my earpiece or something to open my mic. Like figure that out, man. Figure that out.
I'm sure somebody is working on it. I'm absolutely sure somebody is working on it. I say give it 5 years, it'll be a function of the meta glasses. Watch.
Yes, it should be already, right?
I see you guys are where you got Tia, Maria, and Trisha Rue in the building, so y'all behave. Rodney, yeah, you see, we behaving now. We behaving now because we have supervision in the room. So we got on our good clothes. We got on our church clothes.
Yes, me and GA gonna behave now. Dr. Jen, it's so good to see you. I'm so happy. Denny and Dr. and Valerie, Rodney, TM, and Darren, Trisha, and Maria, and Maisha has been here rocking out with me and GA. I hope y'all have been enjoying this Rucking and Bucking series. This was part 4. If you've missed the replays, I mean, GA has given us so many different ways, and we are really, truly just talking about investing in the house that houses you. And this morning, GA, I did a speech for a group called Resilience, Beyond Measure, something like that. But my theme was around what Dr. King, his quote, and that's what's kept me through all the hard times. Honestly, it's like I really truly go back to that quote when he talks about if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But by all means, like you got to keep moving forward. And I think if we can just keep that to help us with that day-to-day goals and those day-to-day just progress. And even when we fall down, like keep moving forward. I hope that we can just hold on to Dr. King's words. And, as you're researching and looking into some of the plays that GA has given us, and you look into some of the information that I have brought forth during these last 4 weeks, I really hope that you'll continue to move forward in your life and don't stay stuck. Don't stay down. Les Brown said, if you could look up, you can get up. Over to you, brother. The floor is open, you guys.
Yeah, I will say this. This is something, I'm going to tell y'all something that I haven't actually sussed out yet. I'm still studying. Generally I come to you guys with like all 5 million of this different angles or something, but those that are into investing already, I'm going to tell you what I'm hearing on the street level. If you investigate stuff, if you look into things, I'm going to tell you what I'm hearing on the street. Low key, it's going to be all about water stocks and water futures. That's what I'm hearing.
Ooh,
That's what I'm hearing.
makes sense.
I just heard
The data.
I just listened to a whole message around water and how people are buying up property, like the wealthy are buying up property not for the land but for the water where the property is, because of AI and how it is, and energy issues right now, my friends. We are having them, and we're distracted by all of this other stuff that these people have going on right now. But yeah, us possibly running out of water is a concern. Now, GA, you just brought that up. So my question to you is do you think that's going to be in our lifetime?
Absolutely, it's already a play. It's a play right now, like right now.
I mean drought. Like
I don't mean drought. The opportunity that I talk about is because water is becoming one of the most strategic assets on the planet. Let me explain what I mean. Take for instance, like infrastructure and utilities. Take companies like American Water Works or Essential Utilities. They're like the toll booths for water, if you will. It's like what, how can I say it? It's what the trucking industry is to the tech industry, as in no one can buy the laptop if the trucking company doesn't take it to Best Buy. Get what I'm saying? That's where the money is. And that's you look at something like what is it, Invesco Water Resources ETF. The symbol is, what is it, PHO. They're trading at like $69, $70. They actually went up 0.24% today. They have literally they have consistently over, last time I looked, over the last year, I mean, over the last year, they were somewhere under 60, under 65. They're consistently going up. They've gone up as high as 75. It is a move. It's a real thing. And then you look at water technology and equipment. That's literally like Xylem and Pintar. Those are companies that actually focus with filtration, desalination, pumps, water smart systems, all that's needed for data centers. That's literally the rubber that Nike needs to make its shoes. That's the Intel chips for you see what I'm saying? And then you got
I understand exactly what you're saying. I hope the room is following, but I just want to re-clarify my question around water.
I don't think we'll see the drought thing. I don't think when we get to the drought part, the opportunity's gone to make money from it.
Yeah, but I guess I'm really just like how we talked about Bitcoin hitting the 100,000 and nobody saw it, and it hit 100,000. It took years, but it hit it. I'm trying to get my bearings around the scarcity piece around the water, because it sounded like more and more of these data centers and our energy issues and overall, right, is going to take a toll. It's going to take a toll. So do you predict? Right. I mean, I understand what you're saying in reference to the investments, but the commodity of water itself, do you see us dying of thirst anytime soon?
No, the common phrasing is, you're talking about day zero. That's what the
day zero.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
Day zero.
Yeah, and that won't be in our lifetime. No, it won't.
I was having a hard time processing day zero being in our lifetime. If you all aren't aware, you don't know what day zero is, Google it just to give you some perspective, in contrast to what GA is really advising us about, because this is not a conversation that you would just hear every day about investing in water, right? But it's a real conversation that's being had.
Yeah, day zero is when, for lack of a better way to say, water resources are so scarce that the government has to turn the water off. Pretty much. Right. And we're not going to see that during our lifetime. But
It's a scary thought, though, right? It's pretty. It's a pretty daunting thought, and it doesn't seem far fetched to me under the circumstances.
I believe it's going to happen, but I don't think it's going to happen in our lifetime. Maybe my grandchildren's lifetime, maybe. Children's lifetime, maybe.
I don't know, GA. I don't know. Like I remember when I was in school, they at FIU, their prognosis was like within 100 years that we would start seeing this. And this is prior to this mass, spread of like AI and the data centers. But here's something that's been not sitting well with me is like the former mayor of the city of South Miami. He's also like an environmentalist and like does a lot of research based work, and he has done a lot of like studies and has been putting out a lot of content telling people to realistically, like he's basically saying like America is going to become uneven, so like people who are around the Great Lakes areas and all of that, he's saying that we are going to see some significant like basically droughts and changes in the water supply, and the rationing will be happening anywhere as early as 2040 to 2050. I don't know about y'all, but that's like within our lifetime, especially if we're planning to be centenarians. You get what I'm saying? Like, and he said the same thing. So, like, here's why I pay attention to him, because before he was actually predicting, like, when that building collapsed, which was not far from where I used to live, actually, on the beach, he had already, because he was looking at looking at the information on the land surveys and all of what had been taking place. And it's just, so I pay attention to people who are really in the weeds and paying attention to the science, and he's just saying like our behaviors are expediting it, so it's not 100 years away. We're looking at realistically 2040 and 2050s having to see, and basically we would be affected. We're not in the Great Lakes area, so there's like a list of areas that will be greatly impacted as far as like the price of these. That's why I already got me some life straws. I ain't playing, y'all. And I'm looking, as soon as they mass market that osmosis, the reverse osmosis machines for all this salt water to make it into fresh water, I promise you I'm investing in that. But I got 2 life straws for me and all my family members. So I ain't got to worry about running out of personal water. I'm just saying. Oh. Oh, that's how you can take dirty water and make it into clean water. So whether I'm at the beach or right. Oh, boo, listen, say less. I really went into gosh, his name Mayor Stuttered. Mayor Stuttered. Oh yeah, I got the zombie apocalypse plan already in play, baby. I'm ready to go. I got me 2 life straws for all of my family members. I ain't playing. Listen, I'm gonna get that torpedo pot. I'm just saying. So they bring that drought if they wanna, but whales gonna eat. We gonna eat. We'll do. $16 now, and what GA talking about, it might go up. 16. 16. I got you. I got you, girl.
I just wanted to know how that life straw was.
But hikers use it. I'm just saying, like people, there's actual utility. People who are out in places to where they can't carry enough water with them.
Yeah, they need to send them straws over to the foreign countries so people over in India can have some fresh drinking water. That's what I'm thinking. But that's pretty wild, Shawnte, that you're already in that mindset. We all need to be there. I would never even think about drinking no damn dirty water. So you just opened my mind up. Like, whoa.
Yeah, Debbie said, "Where's the link?
Where's the link?"
She ain't trying to hear you. Nothing y'all got to say. She
wanted that straw already.
But you know what? It's literally a thing, and y'all know, investors. The reason why I said, I try to keep my ear to the street. They're talking about, the opportunity to make money from it. It's a 30, 40-year play. Because it's literally going to be the thing. And just to give you all some kind of bucket to hold it in.
water futures are a higher risk level. If you're a beginner in investing, I would tell you to stay away from that because the accessibility is kind of difficult. I would go toward the water stocks because the risk level is kind of moderate. Accessibility is easy. Income potentials, it's dividends and growth, which y'all know is my jam.
Wait, GA,
You
so
say dividends and growth?
with GA, the one that you mentioned, the PHO, what you, because you know me, I like the cha-ching. So like, listen, I'm they on my list. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and start following them. So like, would you say like start looking more into companies that are like that, or are you saying stay away from those types?
Infrastructure and utilities like American. I'll give you two: American Waterworks and Essential Utilities. Go look those up. And y'all know what my rule is. When you actually looking at a stock to invest in, you need to look at the daily trend. You need to look at the 1 year trend, the 5 year trend. Do some back testing. I love Trisha. Gave me such an. She gave me such a great question about a REIT because I gave a REIT. What it was realty company, wasn't it, Trisha? It was wasn't it? That you asked me about the CEO.
Yes, one of the stocks. No, you had shared one of the stocks, and the guy had let go of some of his shares.
Yeah, he had.
And I asked you what you thought about him dumping some of the shares.
See,
what he was doing. Why was he letting go of the shares?
I love that she came back and asked me that question because she did exactly what I talk about. She went, not only looked at the stock, not looked at the price, but she looked at the CEO, she looked at the board, she looked at what the comprehensive news. That's the kind of stuff you need to look at. And she asked me about that. I said, well, the word on the street is dude's gonna run for public office. So he wants to actually dump some of his. He does not want to be as heavy as invested as he was. But that kind of stuff, you want to look at this. And with the water stocks, you want to do the same thing. You want to look at a year, 5 year plays, how old the company is. And I give you those two: American Water Works and Essential Utilities. American Water Works, I believe, let me do my their ticker exchange, if I believe, is AWK. Y'all, I don't know why I have this stuff stuck in my brains. But yeah, the market cap is somewhere around 30 billion, I believe. And it trades somewhere between 120 and 130 a share. But I taught you guys that you can buy fractional shares. So yeah. Now, mind you, it operates like regulated. This particular company operates regulated and wastewater utilities in 14 states. But the key point that makes you go, huh? It does numerous military bases. See what I'm saying? And they're averaging, our defense spending is going to hit 1 trillion. They're not going to slow down on that.
So who's that again, GA?
American Water Works, AWK. You need to look that one up. And their market cap, if I remember, their market cap is pretty hefty. They got a pretty hefty market cap. The other one is Essential Utilities. Let me look it up real quick. It's WTRG. Yeah, it's a New York Stock Exchange. And it's a regulated utility holding company that provides like water, wastewater, natural gas services to customers across the United States. Large cap. It's now that one. Its market cap is about 11 billion, but it ranges anywhere from $30 to $45. So that's something worth looking into. Their revenue averages somewhere around between 2 to 3 billion. That's what their revenue does. I think in February it was about $40 a share. So yeah, that's a good space to actually look into. It's moderate risk. It's easy, the accessibility to buy fractional shares, and that all shares really easy. New York Stock Exchange. It's a good place to diversify your portfolio.
Yeah, I think that's a good call out. Going back to Trisha's question about the CEO selling, because I think if you don't have any instruments, if you don't have anything where you see a CEO or a whole board, right? Offloading stock, it may not be that big of an issue. But if you have stock and you see, right, a CEO, you certainly should start asking questions, looking in the news. But if you see a whole board offload, right, like stocks, options, whatever it is, you know there's a play that's about to go down, right? That may not have hit the news yet, and you want to follow the trend, right? I think the asking questions about one person is the right thing to do. But when you see like several people, right? I don't think we have to ask too many damn questions. We just need to really try to find some facts to validate the move that we need to make, right? And so, GA, my question really is when you don't have stocks or options and you see, right, leadership offloading, is there an opportunity? Because we know we can make money when it's going up or down, but is it smart? Can we go beyond the surface when they are offloading and potentially, wait and pick it up because something is definitely about to drop, I'm thinking, or is that just an assumption?
No. That's a good key indicator. I mean, when Warren Buffett dumped 938, $1 million of his stock that he's held for a long time, I went digging. I was like, something is going on. Something is about to happen. I need to go find out the why. Absolutely go digging and find out the why. And it's generally, especially if you're not hearing it in the press, you're not hearing it anywhere, there's a move that somebody is making. And now I will say it's not always one of two things, but the two places I go is I will say I generally assume this, and this is where I go dig. Either they're getting ready to heavily invest in another industry or another market that they have already seen. They know something is getting ready to close. There's getting ready to be regulation or deregulation in a certain area or sector. They're getting ready to go heavy in a direction, or there's a rug pull. Let me talk about what a rug pull is really quick. Sometimes institutionally, they'll drive the price of something down artificially so that they can get all of the retail money in. Retailer meaning the individual investors, the people that just have, the 401k, the people that actually day trade. They're going to draw in all of that money because it went really low, which is a rug pull. They do it both ways. They'll artificially drive down the price and build up what they call trading pressure. So if you keep the price low for so long, when you release that pressure, the price will zoom up artificially because of the pressure built, because there hasn't been a lot of buying. And what they do is they will actually keep the price low, and they will drip money into it, artificially keep it low. Then they will make all the money on the spike of the price, and they'll pull their money out when the price actually regulates. So they just artificially created money out of thin air. And it works the opposite way. When you artificially blow up the price of a stock, make it super, super high, and you artificially generate that by pouring billions and billions of dollars in it, when they decide to all pull their money out, yeah, that was the sound that you used to. When they artificially pull their money out, the stock drops. They make all of their money on the drop. So it's worth finding out that's what a rug pull is. So typically I look for either a rug pull, I look that they're going into a different sector, or there's some internal strife in leadership and what that's going to make happen in the market and the direction of, and that's when I go digging in the history of the actual company. Have they always had this board? Have they always had this direction? Have they always had this CEO? What happened last time they switched? How did they react? That's the digging that I'm going to do. So it's always good to go dig past what you could normally just regularly find on Yahoo Finance or the Alpha Finance or some of those other places. It's good to go dig deep because there's a play there. To your point, Tim, there's always a play. You just got to go find it.
There's always a play, and I think America running more damn plays than Major League Baseball right.
Tell you what, they out here running plays like they the Philadelphia Eagles, and man, they running plays like Tom Landry is coaching the Dallas Cowboys again. They running plays, boy.
Yo, all this award stuff is definitely a play.
Oh, it's absolutely a play. It's absolutely a play. We talked about that earlier today. I mean, when I said this before, when you walk into a room and you say, I'm going to lift the sanctions on Russian oil because the Strait of Hormuz is closed, and you have all of your allies tell you, no, we don't want to do that, and you do it anyway, it's a play. It's a play. It is a play. And with Yemen controlling the other port of entry in that area and threatening to shut that down, yeah, it's an absolute 1,000% play.
Certainly, it sounds like he got something to talk about. Anytime somebody talk about BlackRock, GA, I'm here to listen. Brother, please share what you got with the smooth profile, brother. Pour in.
Well, I was just highlighting that I focus on the long term. And thanks for asking. I'm doing more listening than anything.
Certainty, that's my boy. I ain't seen you in a while, Certainty. I don't know where you've been hiding. You've been chilling with the family. But absolutely, man. We spent a lot of time in rooms talking about BlackRock and Blackstone and State Street. And yeah. Miss you, brother.
Yeah, I saw the page. I know I've missed a lot of your page. Lately, I've been focusing on EPing and using these AI agents to, structure these C corps and holding companies properly in a trust and trying to get this film stuff together. But I want to veer back into finance and learn as much from you guys as possible. So, absolutely.
I appreciate you doing it. I appreciate you coming to see us. Man, this is you. I remember back in the day, man, we talked about when I was trying to hide from the BlackRock video calls. Back in the day. Oh boy, TM, they used to drag me because I used to be on the conference calls, and I said, man, I don't want to turn my camera on. I don't want these people to know who I am. BlackRock too big. I want to stay up under the radar.
Hey, that's too funny. Listen, I don't know if y'all just heard what the brother just said, right? He real humble. I don't know him, but I like his style. Listen, did y'all catch what the brother just said? See, y'all know my ears. I hear it all. Listen, did y'all catch what the brother just said? He said he's using AI agents to properly structure corporations and put the trust together. Did y'all hear that? Y'all didn't hear that. I heard it.
That's what he said. That's what he said to you.
Oh, brother, I heard it. They didn't hear it. I heard it, bro.
Yeah, and he's been grinding
with it though, brother.
You've been grinding for a minute.
Yeah, I wish I had access to these tools at an earlier age, but I I was raised to save my way into wealth, which we know is impossible for folks like us, right? Or for most folks in general. So, after, bringing myself into six figures and close to seven figures, and then realizing the time that you exchange while trying to allow investments to accrue and mature, your probability starts to slim. So thank God that we have AI and just trying to figure it out.
Friends, it is levels to this thing. But what I want you all to understand as GA pours in, as Shawnte has poured in, listen, this is new, but there are some of us who are investing time in learning the new thing. The sky is the limit, but it's all about, listen, you can't just sit on this app and just listen and then log off and open up a bag of Frito-Lays and watch Netflix. You gotta put this stuff together, y'all. I know who I'm talking to. Y'all gotta put this stuff together. Apply it. GA is not talking about this stuff because he reading it off of Chat GPT like a lot of people be reading off of Chat GPT sounding like they doing it. He's actually doing it, y'all. I'm actually doing it. Certainty's actually doing it. Oh boy, y'all better put this stuff to work, because if you don't, you're gonna miss. Y'all know Trump keep talking about the golden age. The golden age. Now, I don't agree with a lot of stuff, but I do agree that this is the golden age. Don't miss it.
That's a fact. It is now. I said that last year. You remember me saying that to him? I said, y'all, I promise you 2026 is your moment. It's your moment to move. Making money on both sides of the ledger. It's your moment. This is your moment. I promise you, there will come a time where you'll look back to 2026, 2027. You're like, man, yeah, that was the time. That was it. That was the moment.
We will never smell this again, ever.
Ever. It's not gonna happen. It's wide open, guys. It's wide open. Absolutely wide open. You can go get it. As my grandfather, he had this thing that I always used to ask him as a kid. He said, "Man, go put on your go get 'ems." I'm like, "What is a go get 'em? Granddad, what's go get 'em? What is a go get 'em? I do all the drawers. I got jeans. I got shorts. But it's just your go get 'ems is when you go actually go get your intestinal fortitude, your determination, and you go do what you got to do to get what you need to get done. That's your go get 'ems. Y'all got to put on your go get 'ems. And go handle it.
GA, you see who popped up in here, Miss Marla, the one who been on punishment. She said she couldn't go rucking and bucking with us no more. She got free. And our brother Steve, oh my God, with that good old flavored coffee. Hey y'all, listen, there's money out there, GA. Back to you.
But
He's in a meeting, so I can ruck with y'all for a little bit.
We got to behave. Mary Lynn here. Mary Lynn, we've been good since Trisha and TM and Maria. You need
I'm the wrong person to ask about people behaving.
okay.
I know it. Thanks, brother. And don't pronounce the ER. They ain't behaving. They.
Don't listen to the replay. Don't listen to the replay, Mary Lynn. That's all I'm gonna say.
Shawnte, I just imagine.
Y'all got TM off his schedule? How'd y'all do that?
See,
Because he's still in this off. You know what I'm saying? Listen, doing what I do. Listen, using this as like a podcast to help me to get through this.
He's downtown. Okay. I see. So what in the ruck y'all talking about tonight?
What in the ruck we talking about tonight?
Starvation, water.
So you can come out and play.
And not tip out with the church finger.
We're gonna stop right there because somebody wasn't in the room on the Friday that he said that we should start on the Friday. Okay, because me, Marla, and Malika Starr had a good time. We did. We missed you, GA Friday.
Yeah, I was looking for y'all.
And Jimmy too. And GA was not there.
You know what? I took my medication a little late and my nap ran long. So I will say that. Yeah, I was not there. You see,
Her name. We call her medication now. What's her name?
see how they treat me to you? You see how they do it? You see how they do it?
Bro, I was stuck on Jesus and Jenny. You know what I'm talking about?
Jimmy. Like Jimmy's. Like Jesus and Jimmy's too. Jimmy's. Like the Jimmy hats.
Yes. A whole room. Yes. Yeah.
A whole room.
And Jimmy's too. TM, it was off the chain.
I definitely heard that wrong.
That's exactly.
Yes, she did, sir. Yes, she did.
All I can think of, there's a song. I'm not singing it.
I know what song you talking about, man. Yes, Tim. They're going to have another one on Friday night. Clubhouse won't even let them start the room before 10 o'clock. Jesus and Jimmy hats.
Yeah, that sound rated X. But when I see who's a part of that conversation, listen, they got a real one. They got a real one that's a part of that conversation. Listen, Debbie gonna take you there.
Right. She is gonna.
As before.
You better have on a seatbelt, sir.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know to bring my seatbelt.
Yeah, Debbie had it going on. She was dropping gems.
Oh no, she good at what she do.
That's my sis right there. She's not for no games. She's not for no games. She gonna take you. Make sure your tray table is in the up position.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
Okay, see, you play too much.
Wait, what did I miss? What are you trying to say, Debbie? I don't know what. I don't know what they're talking about.
All right.
Oh, I do.
Now, because he says he's always in other rooms like this. Where is he?
I can do.
Yo,
are we doing it again this week, Debbie? Are we doing it again this week?
I'm going to at 9 o'clock. Let me go find Malika.
Good night, Mary Lynn.
Play of the first one if y'all want to catch up. But yes, 9 o'clock. Yeah, we were cutting up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were talking about how our mamas and grandmas turn their blind eyes to these side chicks and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's how you can stay married 40, 50 years. You know what I'm talking about?
We doing that today, Tia? We ain't doing that today.
35 too. You can also stay married by not having sex.
Thank you, Mary Lynn.
See, thank you, Mary Lynn. See, she gonna bring us back to the middle of the road. You know, we not.
Tia made it sound like we still doing that today. Tia.
I see. I'm a real one as well. And see, I think this would be a great town hall discussion because I think that there's absolutely a lot of women who absolutely still deal with that today because they got shopping addictions. I'm going on mute.
Okay.
Here's what I want.
I don't know how we got here, Shawnte. I don't know how we got here.
The number of women in their 40s, 50s, and above who have boyfriends is on the rise because they don't see the need to get divorced because they have a shopping addiction, TM. And so they are just helping themselves to.
That's a fact. I just want us to be real about it. I know what's really going on in these streets.
Yeah, the pool boys, the pool ain't the only water they cleaning.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Woo!
Well, the what sticks? Straws?
Life straws.
Right, the pool boys are coming with the life straw, the life stick, whatever. They cleaning the water. They cleaning the dirty.
Cleaning the dirty water. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's a water. Now that's a water ETF right there. Invest in that. Go invest in that.
Oh my God, that is too funny. I'm so happy to see Steve on the stage. Steve, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. GA, have you met Steve?
Guys are making me down here. You making me up here too, see? I could just bottle what you're talking about. Right?
You got your coffee. Your freaking coffee.
Bottle some of that.
Life strong.
You gotta go to work in the morning.
Sorry, Bob.
Lifestyle.
Oh, yeah.
My Trisha's been married 35 years.
Damn straight.
You got them life strong.
Oh, he got a life there.
Mary Lynn, you can see. Ah.
Like the magic stick.
Ooh, like Magic Mike.
Help us.
Right?
Why didn't you ping me? Did you think I couldn't come out and play for real?
I couldn't find you.
I knew you'd show up eventually. Okay.
We didn't
What did you say behind my back? I know you said something behind my back.
Hey, I know God runs a tight ship.
You know what? What was get started?
TM, she got banned from rucking with us.
You don't make me think you wrong. Yeah.
No, Don runs a tight ship. I was recognizing his authority.
Blink twice, Marla. Blink twice.
She was on punishment. Yeah, she was on punishment. Donna say, look, Donna say, what in the world is rucking and hucker-bucking? You don't be out here on the clubhouse rucking and hucker-bucking? What is that? Oh my God.
Can you imagine the soundbite, TM, of him coming by? They talking about what? Rucking and bucking.
No less fucking.
I had to ask myself, what the hell was it? Like, there's a rucking. I get it, because I'm like, that's language, that's Shawnte language for sure. But what the hell is a rucking and a bucking?
And I want to see if I'm right before they tell you, TM, okay? Because I was like, what the? It will mess you up. Rocking with exercise, and he's bucking with his money, and they're gonna put exercise and money together. Like I was like, I gotta figure this out. So I wanted to.
I knew it was gonna be good, whatever the hell it was. I just didn't quite know what the rucking and the bucking was. That was my friend.
Ask who came up with the title, right? Health ask.
Rocky. I'm just saying, you can't blame us, TM.
I didn't know what it was about. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be about, which wasn't surprising because I was like, nah, not health, GA maybe. But I said, let me come by anyway and see what it was.
Yeah, she put me up on the bus too.
And it was good. It was good. So I came back from
Malika, there's your runaway up here.
Yeah, nighttime, honey. Y'all got me on nighttime. That's good. I fell asleep this morning.
Isn't she lovely?
See how she threw me up under the bus to him? She said, GA made it.
That's just facts.
That's hilarious, GA, because that sound more like Shawnte.
Malika, ask your buddy where he was Friday night.
Buddy, where were you Friday night? Oh, he texted me and said he fell asleep.
I told her that the medication got to her.
He fell asleep. Me and Debbie and Marla had to hold it down all by ourselves. Everybody else punked out.
Tired.
I didn't get the message. You didn't, Trish?
No, and
I pinged Mary Lynn too. I knew she was asleep. I pinged Maria too.
Well, I will be there. I will be there this Friday. Cause
You ain't pinged me.
I got off my education together. So I got my time frames correct.
I cannot guarantee that I will be in the room this Friday, but I'll make time somewhere in the evening to be in the room this Friday. I think we said we were going to do it a little bit earlier too. Yeah, 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock. We were going to do it at 9 o'clock. Let me fix that.
Look, I'm so happy I don't hear the smoke detector.
Oh, good. Shots fired.
She's gonna get her. Oh, you made her to do it. The king of the house. King of the house, right? Let me get him right now, because you know what? I actually heard it today, and I went to find out which one was actually chirping.
Are Black people on Clubhouse still letting their smoke be? Because that was a thing.
We used to hit them down detectors, right?
You see, that's why you need a weighted vest because you might get.
I thought he was king of the house, and I said, "Well, tell the king to change your smoke detector battery."
I was there. That thing was funny.
See, Marilyn, got me thinking, shot.
Everybody, shot. See, TM done seen me in Miami, you know, cutting loose with this, so he not surprised at the rucking and bucking. I'm just saying.
I got a weighted vest this past week. And
I had mine on today. Okay, real quick, Malika. So Health was telling us about L-theanine and how it's important for the calcium to make sure the calcium actually gets into the bones. And then she was suggesting that we all get a weighted vest. GA was talking about he got a 20-pounder. Health was like, that wasn't a good idea. GA said he had to put it back because he wasn't quite ready for the 20-pounder yet. He really should have got like a 5-pounder. Malika, daggone. So you really should have got like a 5-pounder or something like that. Then GA was telling us all about how you can put AI in your computer and have it do all kinds of things like order Chinese food for you. Then TM came on and said, don't do that yet unless you know how to do code. But you can have it like deliver packages instead of.
I did not say that.
Down for the regular folk, okay? Right? And then Health has a challenge thing coming up, something about getting you back.
What just happened?
What we.
TL, that's like listen to Medea tell Bible story. See, Noah gives the fruit to Eve, and when she bit the fruit, then the 12 tribes of Israel crossed the Red Sea.
In the book of Nicodemus.
What brought me in the room, and I saw Rucking and Bucking, and I was invited into the room. I'm like, I can't pass that up. So. Thank you for clarity.
Right. I don't know. Somebody talked about raspberry beret. I don't know.
Oh,
This is how we can get started.
How the rumors get started. Started by the jealous people. Oh, Lord. I raspberry pie. I know.
Raspberry raisin be out Oh, that's funny. That took me completely out. Jen, are you doing? Did you do that? Because I saw your text, but I saw it after I already was in here.
I are still discussing it, and it's the 10-year. I don't know what we're gonna do yet, and we're definitely. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. I'll text you though.
Okay.
It's a hard one. It's hard.
Yeah, it's tough. There's my guy, Favor. I blew him up today, man. He shared. I actually picked his brain about that. Favor, it's so good to see you, man. Thank you for taking my call and let me pick your brain a little bit. My guy right there. That was the first call I made after I had my Clark Code epiphany. I said, let me call Favor, see what he know about it. So,
hey, I feel you, brother. What's up, Favor?
What's going on, man?
Sorry, cut you up, but I just saw that. Was Tracy there? Hi, Tracy.
Hey, it's been a while. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to start another conversation. Sorry.
No, I haven't seen her forever. Yeah. Good to see you, Trace.
Trace, it's so good to see you. How are you doing?
The best florist in Toronto.
And just a little side note, she actually did flowers for Prince. Didn't she, Tracy?
No way.
Yes, ma'am. She sure did.
That's so cool.
Florist to the stars.
So cool.
Surely is.
That might go curl.
Yeah.
Question for the.
It's been a while since I did those flowers, but it was probably a highlight of my career. So, yeah, it was pretty special.
We miss you, Tracy. It's so good to hear your voice. I'm glad you're doing well. It's been a while.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, what's the word?
Hey, man, the word is Clark Code and Rucking and Bucking. Do not go get a 20-pound vest and let your ego write a check that your behind can't cash.
Need to trademark that.
Listen, he was trying to start with the big one instead of the little one. Size matters. Just saying.
20 pounds before?
No, because, bruh, I was combat vet. You understand? I took bullets in the war, sir. I was
How long
real
ago was
sergeant. That ain't we ain't talking about that.
You know you gotta start 5, 10. You gotta start 5 and 10.
Yeah. I told them I was in Dick Sports and get a weighted vest, you can walk with a weighted vest. And I went in there and the lady was so kind. She was so nice. She said, how you doing today, sir? Can I help you with the weighted vest? I said, well, these are the 5 and 10. Y'all got 20. She said, yeah, sir, but have you been working out with a weighted vest? I said, no, ma'am. She said, well, you probably want to start with a 5 and 10. I said, what you trying to say, ma'am? I was a drill sergeant, United States Marine, Desert Storm, decorated veteran. You ain't see these shoulders right here? They swole. You can't see it because I got a 6-pack on back order on Amazon, but you need to recognize what I'm working with. You had to what? What? I can do the 20. Matter of fact, do you have a 25-pounder? Because I can roll like that. She said, sir, that's probably not where you want to start. I said, I ain't no beginner. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Let me tell you something. I got a 20-pound weighted vest and walked the dog. Put my halfway through that wall. Look at me. I don't have thumbs, but do you need me to dial 911?
You heard you was hearing that. Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. The king came in my room and he doesn't understand that y'all can hear the smoke detector in the.
Oh, King, is he there? Oh, King.
Yes.
King's son. I need you to reach up and fix that thing.
If it be going off. It's in your room.
Excuse me, King.
You hear?
We'll make the sound for you, sir.
He's blushing.
If you're king of the house, you can reach up and change that smoke detector. Keep your lands, keep your castle up to date for your mama.
He said, keep your king. You keep your
Castle up to date for your mama.
Keep it safe for your mama.
Boy, turn this change. Smoke detector.
Is it a 9-volt battery?
No, it's like 2 AA batteries, and I got AA batteries, right?
It's that weak. It's been weeks.
It's been weeks. Come here. They not good. They're gonna throw me off Clubhouse.
Tonight's the night.
They can hear it. I'm just gonna close my door. Yeah.
Get out of my smoke detector business.
That's what he said to you.
Yeah, but yeah, you gotta get you in the salt line.
System would be shot.
I'm immune to it. I don't even hear it.
Here we know.
Malika, the next time I hear it going off, I'm gonna just mute you.
Right. Okay, I'm hanging up.
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
asking if it was 9 volt because I was gonna tell him to take it out and stick it on his tongue and see if it was good or not.
Don't you know? I've never done that with him. I don't think he knows that because there's no 9-volt batteries around here. They just give him double. They just double A batteries.
Yeah, let me ask you. Have you ever heard of an assault bite? Have you ever heard of that, Shawnte?
Yeah, but I wouldn't recommend it for you just now.
What is an assault bite? Does it match my assault weapons? I'm just asking for a friend. I don't know. Tony, you in the hell, man? What's an assault bite? What is that?
An assault bike?
Yeah, I keep hearing that.
Is it a form of a workout bike that might be, might have some type of themed design? I don't know. Assault bike?
Yeah.
It's like a fan resistance type of bike. It's like a fan resistance type bike. Like it really is. Yeah. Like it'll take you through there. So hey, that's all I'm saying. That's why you see he went in there, Tony. You know how when you tell people to start light before they go heavy, you see how he like to start with the big one, not the little one. So I'm just saying the assault bite, you might want to work your way up to it, brother. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I've had some of my athletes not be able to handle that assault. You feel me?
Hold up on that. I'm trying to handle this 20-pound weight vest. And yeah, I'm gonna hold off on the assault bike. I keep saying that I'm gonna buy a bike because this is, where I live. It'd be a great place to ride a bike, but I just, yeah.
You know you
said I was gonna hold off on it.
You ride everything. That means you work the top and the bottom at the same time. You see how you get the cruise out and you ain't really working the top when you riding the bike. Not with that assault bike. Keyword assault. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna get me a pepper bike, not a salt, or something different. I don't. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna work out this weight vest right now. I'm gonna work that out, and
Yeah, we talking about longevity. We trying to be centenarians, so we rucking and bucking. Hey,
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out, and Elf, what's the plan? You got 17 in the bank. I got 18 in the bank. What we doing? What we doing? What's our goal?
I want to not cover. Listen, I come on now. I told you, Hoppo, who that? I covered Dr. Tangi completely on that picture. So I'm finna keep going till we get this here right. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get to 100. Because like I said before, I'm gonna be a problem in these streets at 60. I'm just trying to tell you.
And what you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it once you become that problem?
Oh, man, let me tell you something. I'm gonna spend a whole year with no shirt on.
Not the Rick Ross boy. Not the Rick Ross.
I'm gonna be Jodeci 2K. I'm gonna be out here with leather pants on the beach with a vest and no shirt. What? It's gonna be a problem.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'10" and a half.
I'm 5'9".
Hey, don't. I'm taking the half. Don't play with me.
I love how fellas be doing the insurance hikes.
That'll be a nice look.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get back to where I was 10 years ago, because now 10 years ago, y'all, I was swole. I was looking like Thanos. I was a problem. But I was my muscle to fat ratio was really, really nice. As in, back then I was about 227, but I didn't have no fat. I was that dude. Hold up. You know what?
What was your body fat percentage?
It was damn. That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
Pretty much it was on my dime. Yeah, hold on. I'll show y'all real quick. Okay.
Yeah, because 200 and 5'10" and a half. I mean, that's pretty decent, even with muscle on. That's decent. 227. That's a little thick.
Y'all pull the refresh. That's what I was looking like.
Okay, I see you, Thanos.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'll tricep flex.
I was a problem in these
Or some D's.
Hey, what? In these streets, I was a problem out here.
Oh.
Whole collection of Eddie Long shirts. Okay, we're gonna close the room. That was petty, TM. That was petty. That was petty.
Did you say Eddie Long?
I did.
Yo,
That's crazy.
That right there.
Tony, did you say you 5'3"? You 5'3" for real?
Yeah, I'm only 5'3".
Nuh-uh. You Jamaican, you say you 5'3"? Playing. I know he playing. Dr. Jen. Okay, thank you. I was gonna say Dr. Jen.
5'3" and 5'1".
Y'all make me feel like
Some short brothers there.
Tony is 6'12". Don't pay attention to Tony.
I'm
Tony
coming
came through talking about he a little person.
I'm 5'11". Yes. I might be 6 feet in any given shoe I have. I'm 5'10" and 3/4. Let me do like GA.
You know what you're not gonna do is be proud of me like that. That's what you're not gonna do. Walk around with ballerina slippers on. You're not doing it.
Tony, my kids are taller than you.
Oh God.
I grew up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. I think y'all the reason I'm still in my office right now. I'm about to log off of this joint.
Yes, because don't you got to kick us off in the morning at 5 o'clock. I'm like, TM, this way past your bedtime.
Yeah, tomorrow night for women is the only option Wednesday. Now that I know y'all can show up in the evenings, I want to see y'all here tomorrow. I Wednesday night.
They build it and they will come.
Hey, you ain't gonna know what I'm talking about unless you come.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I was looking for the support. Just saying.
Come on, Maria. What you gotta confess?
Well, I'm leaving now because I'm not going to be here tomorrow night. Because I'm not spending 2 nights in a row on this album.
Wednesday night. I'm out of here. I don't like being too. Nothing like messing with y'all in here.
Oh no.
Marilyn, is it because I'm short?
Tony, no attention.
You're not listening to me. He's 6'2". He's lying.
Thanks, Dr. Jen. I knew she would set the record straight.
I think you got to show up tomorrow morning at 5 a.m., okay?
Yeah, Maria, the church, the doors of the church are open. Go ahead and tell us what you want.
Listen, I was just hoping to get away with not having to tell my truth right now. But I failed tonight. I failed. I am still in the office at 9:35, so that means I did not get by 7 o'clock. I can't believe it. It's my first bell.
Monday morning.
It's my first bell.
The person that's successful is the person that says that they're going to do what they said they were going to do on Monday morning. Maria.
I know. And my son called me. I was like, yep, I'm leaving in a few minutes. That was 2.5 hours ago. Actually, longer than that. It was right before 7 o'clock. I failed.
It's okay. Give yourself grace. Oh, that word.
I'm on a mission.
I went to lunch and I knocked it down. I'm sorry. I went to go close and you were gone.
It's
I'm
okay,
leaving.
Maria.
I'm leaving.
Grace is a
Lights are out.
I told her to break up with Grace. Stop giving herself grace. Damn it, Maria. Okay, I'm over it now, Maria. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm
That was
good.
quick, Trisha.
Get back to your normally whatever it's called. Anyway, I'm too tired right now.
It's okay. Tim was still in his office late, and we kept him up. So it's okay, Maria. But you need to go home. You need to go home.
Yeah.
Portia!
67 days. What am I supposed to do? Start over now? I don't know what to do.
Yep.
Yep.
Start over. Start fresh
over.
tomorrow. That's all.
Oh well. All right. Get back to
Start over.
the conversation.
And I'll see you at 5 a.m.
See, at least you were rucking and bucking with us. You see what I'm saying, Maria? So you can start again. Portia's here, GA.
Oh, Portia, I saw your video.
Out of town. It's early. It's only 6 o'clock. She can hang out all night long.
I saw your video, Portia. It was awesome. I can't remember the lady's name, but it was fantastic. And I watched it. I think it was on Facebook or Instagram. I can't remember. But you doing the thing, girl. You doing the thing.
Thank you. I'm not sure which video you're referring to, though, but thank you.
So proud of you. Made me almost want to write another book.
Almost. How many books you already got, GA? That's the problem.
That's the problem, right? That's the problem. That's all right. I appreciate you, and I'm so proud of what you're doing. You're killing the game out here. And Tony done called us out. He said, y'all people act like y'all can't be up late at night. So he's changing the name of his room tomorrow to attending is the only option.
Wednesday.
Excuse me. Wednesday, attending is the only option. That's the new name of his room. Why do you like this, GA?
Welcoming is the only option.
Y'all, I love y'all. I so enjoy this. And we're going to have 5 o'clock in the morning. We're going to get started again. And we got burnt crispy toast tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got burnt crispy toast tomorrow. I'm sure that Julie has something fantastic to discuss. She's probably going to talk about the fact that that you guys convinced me to change my screens. So we talked
so
about
you don't
that.
have a picture of you on your phone anymore?
No, I don't. Not on my phone. She talked last week because you guys know I work in front of a bunch of screens, and I sent her a picture that all of the screens, the screensaver was a picture of me. So I changed those screens.
How dare you sell out to us?
I did. I sold out. But I did change it to something about me. But we'll talk about it tomorrow morning. And
Hey, stay here for just 1 minute, okay? I gotta get something.
ma'am.
GA, I was gonna tell them we put the zombie apocalypse links in the chat, and I also put that torpedo pot one in there just in case, if you guys are concerned that maybe you won't have enough land or you're in a tight space, and at least you won't starve to death. And then the life straws, and then Trisha also put a 72-hour pack, so if you ever had to just get up and go. I'm just saying, so that way you don't have to worry about us running out of water. I'm just saying, GA, it's in there. It's called the life straw. Look into it. We rucking and bucking. Hey.
Are prepared up in this piece. I'm trying to tell you, nobody else survived. EWC is going to survive. I don't know. EWC is going to survive.
Oh, and tell them, and tell the new ones, GA, tell the new ones also that came in to the stock that you told us to look into about the water stock. The code for them.
I with them tonight that the new hot commodity, the ear to the street, is literally the water stocks. That's a big thing right now. Um, and I'll share a couple of them with you. There's water ETFs and water stocks. The safer one is the water stocks because it's a moderate risk. It's easy, accessible, and the reason why that is because of the data centers that are going up all across the world. It is going to be the 30-year play. It's the new goal. It's going to be more valuable than oil. And I gave some examples like American Water Works. American Water Works, the ticker symbol is AWK. AWK. It trades at anywhere from $120 to $130 a stock. Has a high market cap. You can buy fractional shares of it. In addition to that, the other one was uh, Essential Utilities, and that stock ticker symbol is WTRG, and that market cap is around 11 billion. It ranges. In February, it was trading at $39 a share. The reason why this is important, guys, it's kind of like the buying into Bitcoin before Bitcoin went through the roof, buying into gold before gold became a hot commodity. It's the same kind of deal. It is going to progressively be a hotter and hotter market. So you want to round out and diversify your portfolio with some of these. I would say there's some water ETFs, but the reason why I would tell you to stay away from them or water futures is because of the income potential is speculative on water futures. It really is. It's a great place for hedgers and institutions, not a great place for retail investors. But long-term investors, buy into these stocks. Now, this is a buy and hold. This not I'm gonna buy it and then sell it next year and make a bunch of money. It's not that kind of deal. It's a buy and hold. It's long-term investors. And the income potential is based between. It's actually your income is going to be from dividends and growth. So I would say that again. Essential Utilities, ticker symbol WTRG, and American Waterworks is AWK. Look into those two. Do your due diligence. Do your study and study the history of the stock, the board. Pull it up on a chart. Look at the year to date. Look at the 5 year. Look at the 1 year. Go from there. That's what I advise you to do.
All right, Trisha, you ready?
Yeah.
Dividend does it pay out, and how often?
I would say I would tell you that that's not something I have directly before me, but I will tell you, go dig, man. You can actually get a full. And again, the concept and the methodology behind this is not the immediate payout. This is a buy and hold. This is a buy and hold. So the dividends, it's not about what you're going to get this year, next year, 5 years. It's about what the dividends are going to pay down the road. Because it's going to be it's going to grow exponentially. I mean, they already have close to 1 million customers in Pennsylvania and Kentucky, talking about essential utilities, and they have a large cap defensive investment in the utilities sector. So you're looking at a buy and hold as it grows, not an immediate return.
That sounds good. Sounds really good. What about what's your take on like defense manufacturers, being that we are at war right now? What's your take on those type stocks?
I'm never a fan of investing in defense manufacturers. I'm just never a fan of it.
Really?
Yeah. I'm never a fan of it in any way, shape, or form. The reason why I'm not is because it's so politically affected. Because literally, you can have a president come in and say, we're cutting the defense budget in half. Then your stocks don't perform for 4 years. It's so politically motivated. I encourage people often to stay away from highly politicized stocks and highly politicized when it's affected by the political philosophy of one party or the other. That is not where you want your money, because the goal is to find consistent revenue generating income streams and dividends no matter who's in office. Now that's what you want your portfolio in. Now you if you're somebody that is a day-to-day investor, or you actually look and adjust your investments on a weekly basis, that's a completely different portfolio. Like, for instance, I've been watching oil all day. I made my money. Y'all heard the ching sound several times while we've been on this call, because I made my money in oil today. Oil actually moved precipitously today. And it went down. I made my money on it. It dropped from $90 all the way down to 88.20. I think it was a little bit lower than that. I made that money. You know, that's something that I watch on a continuous basis. It's been trending down for several days. Well, most of the day, and it's stabling out. If you're that kind of investor, that's a different portfolio. But the buy and hold people, which is the 95% of most retail investors, yeah, stay away from defense stocks, because all you have to do is get one scandal, and that defense contractor loses those contracts, or somebody actually is placed in the office that doesn't like that particular contractor, then you're losing money. That's not where the play is.
Hey Tony, I just
All advice that is given here is just for educational purposes. It does not indicate any advice that supersedes or evades or actually does not follow SEC, FTC, DOR, AML standards as accordance to the law. Please, with all investment advice and investment trades that you choose, please, uh, uh, please contact your local or your personal financial advisor to consider those before you make them, as all trades and all investments have an upside and a downside. And this does not indicate or present any liability to TAP Holdings, Akudo Capital Financing, Blue Sky Capital, or the Pivotal Agency if you are not a contracted client. Thank you.
I feel a little going on. I heard that before, you know? Thanks. Feeding yourself, though. It's kind of weird.
I love it. That's why we give it up at the beginning, Maria. But Tony, I actually followed them, so they pay out quarterly is what it shows. And GA, listen, while I went in to go and follow and look and see so I can get me some fractions. Listen, I was like, what happened with Chevron, GA? Like, what going on? My boy looking nice up over there. I'm just saying. I like what I saw.
Santa went up 10% since Friday.
Well, let me tell you, there's a whole story behind that. And just so you know, remember the conversation about the rug pull? Yeah. Remember we talking about that earlier tonight?
Yes, sir.
That is that deal. Because of what happened last week, where the president actually met with the allies and he said he was lifting sanctions on Russia to actually have Russian oil actually reach the world, and they could go about selling their oil the way that they were before. That's why you saw Chevron stock do that. But understand, all 6 of the other countries said, no, this is a bad time to do this. No, you shouldn't be taking your foot off of Russia's neck. So trust and believe. You will see it correct itself.
Gotcha. What's the symbol for Sana? Because I knew it was one that I didn't get to.
Yeah, that's not on the New York page. That's on the NASDAQ.
That's why I couldn't find them. Okay. I was just like, I couldn't find them, G. I'm like, I was pretty sure, like, I actually will take the time and I'll go follow them first and then I'll look into them and then, I'll, make a purchase. So, okay. Thanks.
That's on the NASDAQ.
Question here. How
Yes,
have
ma'am.
you guys been rucking and bucking? Are you gonna keep having these rooms?
Yeah. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
She want to work.
No, seriously, I would love to be a part of this. Please let me know.
Oh, what?
We're gonna have these activities next week.
Yeah, I won't be available, but if Dr. Jen is, then she can fill in, GA, if you want to still do the room next week. Next Monday. We do it on Mondays.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
No, I mean, yeah, I'll do it. I'll be there. And a certain Antonio, I would be more than happy to. I can't tomorrow night, but I'll be stalking you when you start doing your rooms again.
Who is this Antonio guy y'all speak of?
The 6'12" fella down there with the turntables.
Yeah,
I told you I'm 5'3".
I asked him to go to the Magic Mall, but he told you Jen. He won't meet me there. What?
Welcome back.
I love you.
I love it.
Yes, we miss you.
Everybody on this app who was in the same field. I love your profile. It's nice to meet you.
You as well. Did you send me a friend request? I'm sending you one.
I really did. So I saw
Yeah.
feminine sacred sexuality. I didn't need to read anymore.
Hey, girl.
She need to be in our room. Did you invite her?
Yes, Jesus and Jimmy Hats, Friday, 9 p.m.
Say that again.
Yeah. Jesus and Jimmy too. Like her.
The Jen is, yeah, you heard it right the first time. I have to make me an old fashioned before I come in the room. Lord, God bless.
So, I'm glad y'all doing this, Jerry. Definitely glad y'all doing this, and I somebody support.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, you do on the top.
I'll be there Wednesday though, Tony, to support for sure.
I'll definitely tap in. I love to see BWC crew, doing things outside. And I want to, Trisha, she does a really good job just, fire things up. So, if we can create a space that is of the magnitude of what we do versus what else is going on in these CH streets, that'd be a blessing to so many other people. So, salute to you, Shawnte and GA, and everyone who's going to be effective in creating great rooms. I'm hearing that talk right now, so let's walk it. And I'm committed to doing the same as well.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Tone up. Let's make it happen.
So you can put the link to your room in the chat so we can reserve our space and put it on our calendars.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that right now.
Do it right now, Tony. Do it right now.
Scheduled? You have your room scheduled again?
Yeah, they're scheduled.
Okay. So it's scheduled also in the hallway.
Yeah, and we need to schedule Friday's room. Make seatbelt.
It's already scheduled.
It's already scheduled.
Then why I ain't getting no invite?
Put that link in the chat.
Okay. All right. Good. Yeah, Dr. Jen. I have my old fashioned and my cigar. And
So I put a link in the chat for a Facebook page. I was just gonna ask. Tomorrow is the celebration of life for Nancy Spano's husband. I know that obviously you guys can't make it there. I was gonna try to go, but I had a tooth pulled today, and my face is already starting to swell, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to make it. But if you guys can tap in, go over, and maybe leave a message for her, I think that would be lovely. She's been a really good part of this space.
What time?
The ceremony is at 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'm not sure if they're gonna have it on video or not. But there is link there to his obituaries where you can leave a message for her.
Can you pin it, Trisha, at the top? Can you pin it at the top?
Yeah, and it was Nancy Spano and her husband Rob passed away. And let me tell you, I just want to say this. I had the beautiful opportunity to actually develop a relationship with Rob, and I will tell you guys one of the things that she said to me. What was that? A couple days ago. I just spoke to her. She literally, she feels so blessed because of the family, how BWC has called, checked on her. People have reached out. When I tell you that means something to her, just actually talking about it, and really, I mean, it means everything to her. So please support that. Reach out to her.